All about and KNOCKINZ here with head coach of Mount Pleasant Football Academy, Coach Whitmore. Firstly, when I was thinking about watching the game and I said, fair enough, what's the first thing that I want to say to Coach Whitmore for this match? Speaking to the fans, we were smiling, we were saying, today you picked a team and then we saw you make some changes, some youth players came on. One of them scored. The beauty of Mount Pleasant is that you have such great depth that that youth player probably doesn't even feature in the semi-final match. But yet still, if he features, then the quality and the outcome is the same. Mentally, from a coaching standpoint, how do you circumnavigate having such 30, 40 players with such great quality? How do you pick 11?
It's a good question, interesting. But this is why we have depth in our squad. To be fair, it was a rocky start. So I think in the latter part of the season, we're trying to put the pieces together. We happen to came out on top, so we can make certain adjustments now. We can make certain rotation going into the semi-final. It's a difficult moment now as a team and as the technical staff to really motivate these players, because when you look at the games, it's basically we have nothing playing for.
Yeah.
You know, so it's difficult, but at all times we want to go out there, we want players to go out there and show, you know, that at the end of the day, it's our decision to select what we do in the final set of games.
Okay, Coach. One match remaining for the rest of the season. We can hope to see more youth players being featured in the Premier League.
Well, yes. As I said before, we have to manage. We didn't prepare. If you look on last season's fixture, we didn't prepare for so much games. Again, as I said before, if you look on the start, we didn't have a pre-season. We started the season doing our pre-season. So how we manage our players now, it is critical. So you might see the rotation and you want to know what is happening then. Again, it's how we manage these players for the remaining rest of games.
All right, Coach, let us now discuss the game. Your team were 3-1 victors. Excellent free kick and two nice goals. Speak to us about that. What was your analysis of the game?
Well, again, we manage for most parts. We manage the game. We control the game. You know, but in the first half, we wasn't pleased with certain aspect. I think the Molynes were playing in a low back block, and we were keeping possession, but we weren't hurting them. We weren't getting to play in behind them. You know, so that was a factor. But I think the second half, as I said, we make some changes, you know, and inject new life, and it bear fruit for us.
All right, Coach. Tactically, football has evolved. You have the beauty of, through your lifetime, you lived through probably 2-3 different evolutions of football. Now we're noticing within the Mount Pleasant team, and we have been noticing where the left back in particular, Rasta them call him, well, he's no longer Rasta. What he does when he's attacking, he doesn't attack on the line for every game. For this match, we saw him attacking inside. Football, as I said, it has evolved. A lot of teams are now adapting this new tactic where your fullbacks, they don't only defend and overlap, but they become passers of the football. It's like they become backup midfield players, so to speak. Talk to me in the sense of being from your era compared to now. Which one would you say is better? Has the evolution of football been better? Or is it back then when we used to sending them down the wing and they square across the ball? Talk to us about it.
Well, again, we can sit here all evening to discuss that, you know. As I say, it's evolving.
Yeah.
So you have to do different things. You have to make adjustment to where the game is. You know, the modern trends of the game. You mentioned Rasta. Again, is where the space is.
Yeah.
He's going to occupy. You know, so again, it was the Peles, the Maradona era, then it come to the Messis, the Zidane, the Chris. So it's evolving.
Yeah.
So we just have to just move with what is happening.
Coach Whitmore, based on preparation and training, you must come to this match with an objective. Could you tell us if some of the objective is met?
Well, yes, some of the objectives were met this afternoon. We won the game, kept a clean sheet, we enjoyed the game, the tactical communication. I think all those objectives were met this afternoon.
Previously, you talked about managing the game as well in terms of possession. Could you elaborate more on that?
Well, yes, we have majority of the possession, and not, we try to stifle the opponent when we were out of possession. You know, we control the midfield. Credit again to Clifford. He came in like he's a barn, and he was here a long time. You know, so I guess that was a plus for us also this afternoon.
Coach Whitmore, are there the concern where Kyle Ming is concerned? We see an early substitution, avoiding a concern for him. How bad is the injury?
No, man, Kyle Ming will be ready. As I said before, you know, games like this, it makes no sense. You're pushing. You know, you look and watch this afternoon. You have to take your time and build him. The more minutes he get, you know. So it's just for precaution measures.
All right, and one more question, because we're looking at injury update. You just give us an update. Ming, what about Campbell, Devontae Campbell? How is he looking? We saw him
Devontae Campbell,
he's good as well.
everybody will be okay.
All right,
Everybody
Coach.
will be okay.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for talking to us.
Good.